Yeah, I was sitting here going over some songs of shows of old. Those really wholesome shows from back when I was coming up, and Mama and Daddy was in the house, and all the kids were there too. Now there's some wholesome shows that where it was just the mother and the child, or the father and the child, all right? But some of these shows here, I was asking somebody to give me a list here: Family Ties, Family Matters, and some of the greatest theme songs were written by them. You know, you can see that wonderful camaraderie and love that a father had for his wife and his children. Do baby without us? I don't know the words to these lyrics. I don't know the words to these lyrics. You see what I did? What do we do, baby, without us? I just know that they have beautiful melodies. Denise Williams. What do we do, baby, without us? Sha-na-na-na. I mean, the 80s especially wrote some great songs, but the 70s were probably some of the greatest theme songs written. And the 80s came in, man, just good stuff. Cosby Show, I see here. You know, the Brady Bunch. Sorry, lovely lady. It's just a wonderful list here. Alf, The Wonder Years, Growing Pains, That 70s Show, Good Time. It was straight church right there. Just looking out of the window, watching the That's straight church, man. They had to borrow that from church. It was perfect because black folks living in the projects, supposedly in Chicago, although it was shot in Hollywood. Did it temporarily. Easy credit report. Hanging in a dry line. I mean, straight church rap. Good time, yeah. Of course, we can't forget, you know. That's fake bluesy church. Of course, that was the slow down version as they were leaving the air, going off the air. Yeah. All these wholesome shows that, well, you know, Roseanne, that's kind of, that's debatable. Okay. Who's the Boss? Yeah, great stuff. Shirley Laverne, Slamato. I used to think they said Carson Pier Incorporated. On the market, set and go now. Okay. It's great stuff. Mark and Mindy, beautiful instrumental piece on that. The Beverly Hillbillies. You know, but that, you have to have banjo for that one. The Partridge Family. Ooh, that's a good one. How do you play that one? Right? That's a fun song to play. Have I ever played it before? That's just fun. Wholesome stuff, y'all. The Waltons, great instrumental on that. Boy Meets World. Leave It to Beaver. Da boo ba da ba da boo ba da ba doo ba da ba da ba. Okay, my name is Ward because my mother was in love with Ward Cleaver. I told y'all this story many a days where my mother put Ward on my birth certificate. It's still there if you get the long form. Still there with a line going through it. Yeah, this is some good stuff here. Some of the shows where the mother was there, father was not sometimes, or Hazel. Please don't eat the daisies. Oh, another great one. Gidget, of course, the Flying Nun. Petty. Petticoat Junction. Petticoat Junction. Of course, Petticoat Junction was the same as Green Acres is a place for me. They played next to each other. They played next to each other, back to back. Every day they came on when the reruns was coming out. Fun living is a life for me. Let's do that same old. Give me that give me that countryside or something. No, New York, and she played Change the Keys. This is some good stuff here. It was wholesome to us, although Petticoat and Green Acres were a little suspect because sometimes they showed a little bit more than what they supposed to have done. All right? And then the courtship of Eddie's father. Oh, my God. Pete, what's the people living there? People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's the one. Okay, so fun song to play. This stuff right here was just wholesome. Julia. Oh, Julia. I was in love with Julia. That was my wife. Of course, she's old enough to be my grandmama now. It was good stuff. This stuff right here is beautiful. But the one song I think, which was not a TV show, and I'm getting into the opening of my show here. I haven't even done an opening yet. This is my opening. It's called Why I Didn't Marry a Woman Like My Mom. All right? It's a strange title, isn't it? But this song here, there's a song here called Plaisir d'amour. Is that the one? I think this is the one. Yeah, it's a beautiful song from France. It was written in the 1700s by Jean-Paul Egidi Martini. All right, he's got like a French Italian name. All right, it's very pretty. If you go on YouTube, you will see it. Matter of fact, let me show you what it looks like because you all know the tune. How do I find it here? Here, that's the song. Go to YouTube and play that song, and it is so beautiful. All right, that's the artist, I guess, and that's the name of the song, Les Poèmes Harmoniques by Vincent Dumatre. All right, it's beautiful. But the song is my top 5 songs. When I heard it sang the other day, I said to myself, this song is just so beautiful. I mean, I've liked it when I first heard it as a boy, but man, it turned into my top 5. Here's how it goes, and it was sang by a man who stole black music and became famous. It go like this, y'all. Like to hear it? Here it go. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? No, but I can't help falling in love with you. Y'all get it now. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, it's a beautiful song. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh man, you gotta kind of leave it open. You gotta leave it open-ended. That's how beautiful it is. Let me tell you, that song is so beautiful. It was written in the 1700s, and the writers for Elvis really didn't write his songs. It was written by others. It was written by one black man who wrote a lot of his songs. I forgot his name. And he never met Elvis, but he wrote a lot of those hits for him. And this song right here was borrowed. When you look at the Wikipedia page, you can see where they borrowed the melody and put these lyrics here. It is the greatest, one of the greatest love songs ever written, because it's short, it's simple, it's to the point, and most love songs are written by men, including the ones that women sang that became very popular. Now more and more women are writing their own songs, but back in the day, men wrote these beautiful love songs. And so when women say men are not emotional, something wrong with y'all. Listen to the man's song. He will show you how emotional he is about his woman. He will kill for her. He'd take bullets for her. I mean, he cannot survive without her. Listen to the lyrics of a man's song. I mean, come on, y'all. Now, I want to get to my talking points, but sorry, the echo's on. I want to get to my talking points, but I want to show y'all these lyrics is just too tantalizing. So when I heard Elvis Presley sing it when I was coming up, yes, it was so beautiful. But then I heard it again just a few days ago, and I said, "Geez, what is it about that song that hits me right in the gut?" It don't have a whole lot of changes and dips and curves. And then I heard the a cappella group sang it. Anybody know the a cappella group that I'm talking about? They got one black guy in it, okay, and another woman guy in it. He going through the little change, okay. Anybody know? You gotta YouTube that song from the a cappella group. It's going to put tears in your eyes. Otis Blackwell wrote most of Elvis' songs, y'all. It's a black brother, right? There you go, Johanna. Pentatonix. Y'all gotta hear their version. It will. Don't be driving when you hear it. Be sure and pull over. If you're driving, pull over. It's gonna bring tears to your eyes. Thank you, Evelyn. So this part here. flow surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Okay, this is called prosody. I'm getting to my point. I'm getting to the purpose of the show. I promise y'all. But this is called prosody. Prosody is when a melody is married with the lyric form. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Okay, that beautiful opening to the sound of music. Those writers, Hammerstein and whatever his name is, okay, the way they utilized license and meter and prosody was the most brilliant we had heard in musicals outside of Singing in the Rain, which was my favorite musical. So what they did here in the simplicity of simplicities is to take lyrics. They wanted you to hear the lyrics by giving you such a simple, elementary melody. Okay? It's beautiful here. Wise men say, come on, man, y'all better hear me. Only fools rush in, oh, but I can tell, falling in love with you. I can tell, falling in love with you. Ooh, I'll see y'all in 60. Bass.
It's the show that will get you thinking, and where the topics are hot. Feel free to comment whether we agree or not, 'cause he's got something to say. Sirwalterj Jones. Sirwalterj Jones. He's got something to say. Sirwalterj Jones. Sirwalterj Jones Show.
Come on in. The water's fine. Do. Hello, everybody. Sirwalterj Jones Show. I'm here. It is the evening edition, baby. How y'all is, baby? Y'all all right? Good to see y'all. Hey, yo, I want to talk about this here. It may not be as comfortable for some of y'all out there, and sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I don't care. Good to see all of y'all out there. And I'm trying to read some of your lyrics. So, you know, it was one scene when Elvis took Anne Margaret to the club. That's when my father made his entrance singing She. Oh, really? Eleanor Collins. Boy, y'all know a lot of history. Them bunkers know the history. Ron says Matt Sally is the current the bass. Oh, yeah, currently the bass on Pentatonix. I was playing alongside his dad at a Baltimore area church when he was born. Wow. Doesn't he play the cello, the brother? Because he does this Christmas thing every year. And I played with him. Rogers, please find that for me. What was this Christmas song? Was it a Christmas song? I believe it was a Christmas song. And I played right next to him. I played the piano and he was playing the cello. Find that for me. It's on my YouTube channel. What was the name of the song? That's how famous I am. I play with the Pentatonix with a little special effects in there. I did play with them. All right. So I want to show y'all something. Where is it? I want to show y'all a picture. Okay. Don't get upset, ladies. I may not be talking about you. Do not send me no cards and no letters. Don't do it. All right, don't do it. All right, right here. I got this this text. Some of y'all might have seen it. I refuse to continue to do this. Please don't text me again. Just leave it at this. I'll always be here if you need me, but I can't do this anymore. I pray everything continue to work out for you. I wish you all the best. Talk to you later. Notice, ain't but one person is doing all of the texting. And then, you frying chicken tonight? If you want me to. What is this saying? These are all the girls. One lady, back to back, text back to back. All he got to say is you frying chicken. Yeah, if you want me to. I'm not saying this is all you ladies, but I'm trying to tell y'all, I've seen this in a really bad way. You saw that Kindle yesterday? I've seen this in a real bad way. I have had exes that act this way. I'm done. And every now and then I get these inbox messages from women who've never met me before. All I got to say is just respond to them and say hello, meaning they reached out to me and said, hey, I enjoyed your show. And I'll say, oh, okay, thank you. God bless you. And then from that one response, I get bombarded with text after text after text after inbox after inbox after DM after DM. I ain't said nothing for 3 days. I just look at the overflow of emotion to the point where some of them I have to literally block them. Ladies, we need to talk. We need to talk. Roger, did you find it? I need that. Second base in Pentatonix, replacing former member A.V. Kaplan. Yeah, okay. I played the bass with him. I played the piano. He played cello. What's the name of the song? It was during Christmas time. What was the name of the Christmas song? I know what it was. New Year's. What's the New Year's song? Is it All Lang Syne? It's not. No, it was faster than that, wasn't it? It was a New Year's song. Anyway, our baby is here, y'all. Dinah's here. Dinah is here. Our sweet baby bunker. BB. BB is here. We saw her testimony. We're so excited about what the Lord is doing in her body. Yes. Yes. Yvonne said, are you on meds? Are you on meds? All right, let's look at this. Anybody ever heard of Oedipus? Anybody ever heard of an Oedipus? That is so rude, like my granddaughter. Yeah, I know. Oedipus. Anybody ever heard of that? Let me see if I can find it. Oedipus. Let me show y'all the Oedipus. There's a complex I read about King Oedipus. Anybody read that? It was required reading. All right, Oedipus. Here. This is Oedipus. Oedipus. The Oedipus complex. You remember? Is a concept, a psychoanalytic theory. Sigmund Freud, Mr. Fruit himself, introduced the concept in his book Interpretation of Dreams, 1899, and coined the expression in his paper, A Special Type of Choice of Object Made by Men. Oedipus was in love with his mama. In Freud's original formulation, the Oedipus complex is a purposely universal phrase in the life of a young boy in which he hates his father and wishes to have sex with his mother. These wishes may be unconscious. Y'all know Freud was a fruit. He was fruity. He was a little strange. Freud later explained this idea in the claim that both boys and girls are subject to the Oedipus complex. Oedipus complex. All right, it goes on and on. All right, what are you saying? Because I'm trying to find that video. I got to find it in the comment section. What you playing? Oh, you did? I put it here. Put it here. All right. So there are some boys out there who have this complex that fall in love with their mama. It's nasty, but obviously it's a study that needs to. It's a psycho. Here it is. Okay, I found it. Can I pull it up? See if I can. Will it pull up? Oh, it's on YouTube. I mean, it's on Facebook. Okay, it's on Facebook. Can I do it from here? Gosh, I wanted to show you. I wish I was prepared so that I can play it on here. It is my Sunday afternoon matinee for you. Happy New Year. Is it on YouTube? Can you see if it's on YouTube, please? If it's on YouTube, I may be able to find it on here. I want you all to know that I play with the best. I play with the best. Hold on, y'all. I didn't plan any of this. Evidently, y'all can tell I didn't plan any of this. Let's see. Happy New Year. Matinee. Sirwalterj. Pentatonix. Okay. Let's see if it's on here. There it is. I got it. All right, hold on. I want y'all to see that I play with the best. Hold on. I've never done this before. I've never played it on my iPad before. So y'all tell me if y'all can hear this. Hold on. I love my children. Uh-oh. And those of you who've gone through divorce. That's not the one. This the one. That's the one right there. Hold on. Hold on. I want y'all to see that I'm famous. I'm famous. Okay. Let me see if it's gonna play. Hold on. Is it playing? There it is.
That's youcanquit2.org.
I was only what? What is that? Look how young he is. Guys, watch it. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jesus. Me and Kevin have a church. Never heard this before. Yeah! Hey, Kevin! Play Kevin! Hey, y'all, play! Oh, key change! You better play those chords! Play those chords, man! That's all!
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year, y'all.
SWJ, if you please.
Sirwalterj.
Yeah.
Who that?
Sirwalterj.
Oh, yeah.
Sirwalterj.
Come on, come on.
Sirwalterj.
Put them hands up.
Sirwalterj.
Hey, you know that.
Sirwalterj.
Who we listening to?
The Sirwalterj.
How you turn this off?
I know that's right.
Oh, she turned it off. She turned it off. Man, I ain't heard that. I have not heard that in how long? When did this come out, y'all? When did this come out? Jeez, 6 years ago. Me and Kevin was killing it, y'all. We was killing it. Bro, she said, you impressed yourself. Man, listen. Did you hear them chords I was playing? Kevin called me that night, man. Bro, listen. I would have you join Pentatonix, but we already got an extra Negro coming. That's before they had two Negroes. They got two Negroes right now in Pentatonix. Y'all don't know that, but he said we already got an extra Negro coming, so and not room for three Negroes. So why I didn't marry a woman like my mom? Well, it's obvious why I did not. My mother, being such a great mother to her 8-9 children, being a great wife to my father, he found in the South. She came to Chicago, so he discovered her here, but he got him a Southern girl. Southern girl, don't you know? Who was that, y'all? Who that? I be singing songs, I don't know where they come from. All right. He found him a Southern girl who had hospitality values, all right? And her what you say? Her hospitality values was exciting to him. Hold on, let me type this in. It's called The Sirwalterj Jones Show. Okay. Her hospitality values was something that he was used to. Baby boomers were raised to be home keepers of the house. They raised the children, they cooked, they cleaned, of course they had the babies and what have you, and they also had a Proverbs 31 mentality as well. Later on, though, the women that I come up under in the Generation X were kind of Proverbs 31-ish, but they did not want to really take care of the home. I'm in trouble. There you go. I knew it was somebody. Frankie Beverly in Mays. Southern Girls, that was called. So when my parents had 7 boys, as we got older, we started to date women that had a different mentality of what the home should be like. Their parents raised them different than my father raised us. All we saw was a woman in the house who took care of all of our nurturing needs. My father took care of everything else. That's all we saw. So it would seem like 7 boys would then leave the nest and find women just like my mom. Well, we searched for those women, but we bumped into the juxtapose. Yvonne, I'm trying to tell y'all. Thank you, Marcia. We were looking for Evelyn Jones when we left the nest, but we bumped into Lucretia. We bumped into Lucretia. Lucretia was extremely giddy over having a Jones boy or Jones man. So we were raised in church, and these little girls chased us like hound dogs. Because our nose was wide open and we just, we were interested in girls because we were going through our little adolescent and pubescent and all those essence, okay? We settled for a woman who looked like she was interested in us because men are moved by what is in their chest, not their stomach. So women have always told us that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That is a bold-faced lie. Way to a man's heart is through his chest. And what's in that chest? Can somebody put it in the section there? Put it in the section there. Put it in the comment. What is lying dormant and pasted and stamped and glued and nailed to a man's chest? Can y'all tell me? So those girls, no, not his heart. No, way to a man's heart. It's not, not his heart. It's right up in here. I'm looking for it. Not his heart. Maria got it. It's pride, but I'm looking for something else. Patricia said heartburn. Not his rib. His rib, no. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Tina's came in first. His ego. His ego. That's it, Dinah. He wants respect. That's where his ego is. He needs to be admired. He needs to be celebrated. He needs respect. All right? All that stuff lies within there. So the way to a man's heart, you can feed him all day long. He's still going to run out on you. You got to talk to his chest part. That's where his ego is. And if you can get to the ego, then you can get to his heart. Because this is a heart issue. You understand? Okay? Now, I am, Gold says, a man's ego is dangerous. And she's kind of right. She is kind of right. But if you can stroke the ego, you got that whole man, mind, body, and his soul. You understand? You got to find a connection to the heart. Just like that movie, Coming to America, the old man in the barbershop told King Aku, whatever his name is, Apupu, what's the king's name? The king's son, Prince Akeem. Prince Akeem. He told him, you want to get to the daughter, you got to get to the father. Got to get to the father. If you got the father, you got the daughter. Well, that still is true today, kind of. So the way to a man's heart is get to that chest. If you can get to the chest, you can get to the heart. They live right next door. Come on. Donna says, I agree. Married 22 years, and at first I did not know this. I learned it with discipline. All right, so you can't do nothing with your man, but the girl next door can. She knows all the ways to that man because she know how to stroke his ego. You stop stroking his ego because y'all got married and you figured you don't have to work as hard now to keep him, and you got that wrong. Sorry. The stuff that you were doing to try to get the man are the things that you need to duplicate to keep the man. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is because men are creatures of habit. We are habitual. We are habitual men. We are extremely habitual. So you all are looking for this Boaz, and if I hear Boaz's name one more time, I'm gonna cap the cuss like all these other preachers cuss when they bring up Boaz. Y'all know I don't cuss on my show, so I don't have to do that. But we had a discussion yesterday in Bible study, and we're talking about Boaz. Should a woman look for her Boaz? Well, obviously they say the church is teaching y'all you should not look. I disagree with it wholeheartedly. I disagree with it. That's a misnomer. You ain't gonna ever get a man if you ain't looking. The problem is the interpretation of what look like. Number one, you need to be found doing something. Boaz saw Ruth gleaning in his field. If you're going to bring Boaz in this situation, if you say you Ruth, then your behind need to be gleaning in my field. What does that mean? You need to be somewhere where I could see you working. Oh, I don't think y'all getting this. And I need to see what you wearing. I need to see how you walk. I need to see how you talk. I need to see how you interact in business, how you socialize with folks. I see you. I see you. And you need to make sure that I see you doing stuff. And then one of the most romantic things that you can do for a man is to discover what he like and then push it in his face. The most romantic thing you can do for a man is remind him of his words. I'm not talking about the negative words. I'm talking about the positive words. The things that he said that was so impactful and so powerful. He might have said it 3 years ago and you bring it up. And baby, you remember when you said in August the 7th, 2018, you was wearing your black suit with the white tie and you said these powerful words, and I'll never forget it. When you bring up stuff like that to a man, you're speaking to his ego. He hears you and he sees you as you see him. Y'all better hear me. You don't need Boaz because, number one, Boaz got his woman. Number two, Boaz died shortly after he married that girl. They got married. They went to bed. He put some seed in her, and then he died. Why? He was 80 years old. He gave her Obed. Obed gave birth to Jesse. All right. And then Jesse gave birth to King David, and it goes on and on. So stop looking for Boaz because, number one, Boaz is dead. All right. And all he could do for you is put some seed in you, and he died. She was 40 years old. He was 80. Stop looking for that old man. That's number one. Number two, you got to seduce Boaz because Naomi told her to put on some perfume and go to his house late night around midnight and go lay at his feet and up under his skirt. Have you ever seen a Middle Eastern man go to bed at night with a skirt? He ain't got nothing girding up his boys. His boys are just dangling in the dust in the wind. His boys need to breathe. I don't think y'all understand. Is this too grown for some of you folks? Some of y'all folk need to go to bed because this is for grown folk. His boys are dangling in the wind. He ain't got Hanes on. He ain't got underoos on. He ain't got tidy whities on. His boys need to breathe, you see, because the kahunas got life in them. And if you constrict that life, he cannot give a good seed to the woman. So his boys need to dangle in the wind at night. They just having a ball game. And Naomi told her to go and lay up under his boys. So if y'all want to y'all looking for a Boaz, you got to tell your daughter, put on some Chanel No. 5 and do your hair and put on some lingerie or something, okay? Go down there to Victoria. She got all the secrets, all right? And bring home dung, 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 dung. And then you go to his house. He lives at 555 Sycamore Avenue. Wait till midnight and go into his bedroom and lay up under his skirt while his boys is playing at night. So you still want your Boaz? That's number 2. Number 3, you got to marry your cousin. You got to go and seduce your first or second or third cousin. You got to do the Rudy Giuliani. You got to marry your cousin. You got to do the Jerry Lee Lewis. You got to marry your cousin. I'm trying to tell y'all, you got to do it. You want your Boaz. Get you a kinsman. What you think that word means? Kinsman redeemer. He was related. He was related to Naomi, which means he was related to Ruth's ex-husband. You nasty. Y'all are nasty. Boaz. Leave Boaz alone. He married his cousin. He gave her seed and he died. All right? So stop with this foolishness. So the way to a man's heart is through his chest. Because the girl next door, she understands. And you ain't giving him love no more. You're not making love to him no more. You're not touching his boys no more. You ignore the boys. Or you was all up on the boys early in life. Your favorite toy was his boys. Oh, he enjoyed it. And then after a while, it's like, you don't even know you're there. And it's sad to me when I hear married couples say they haven't had sex in 6 months. It's sad. It's a sad, sad situation. I just don't get it. So somebody dropped the ball. Oh, these double entendres is getting me in trouble. This is not even Friday night. This is not even Friday night. Somebody dropped the ball. Somebody dropped 2 of them. I promise y'all, I'm still saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled. But y'all got to hear the truth. Because Mother Johnson not going to tell it like this. She going to hide it behind some sweet, cute, cuddly scripturings. Now we got to give the Lord praise. We got to adhere to the Spirit of the Lord. Do what the Lord says. Hold them both in thy hands. The Lord says in the book of Song of Solomon, thy breast shall satisfy you all the days of your life. Mother, why can't you quote from that scripture there? Huh? They're like rolls. That's what the scriptures say. Why can't we read from that one? If y'all read from the book of Song of Solomon, the men would come back to your church. I'm out of control. I am out of control tonight. So, why I didn't marry a woman like my mom is because my mom's generation died off. Not physically, but socially they died off. And so by the time Generation X came on the dating scene, we got the leftovers. And what do I mean by that? We got women, girls who were raised by families who decided to walk into the new age of life and be more feministic and, and don't let a man do this, don't let a man do blah, 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 blah. And so we got those girls where the father wasn't at home, okay? The mama raised the latchkey and all that stuff. And we went from girlfriend to girlfriend to girlfriend looking for Evelyn Jones. It's like that first high that a drug addict, he gets that first high and then he stays on drugs because he remember that first high. So we wanted to marry someone. We didn't have the Oedipus complex, but we saw how my mother took care of my father and we said, we want that girl. We want that girl. So we found girls and those girls couldn't cook. They couldn't cook. They just didn't know how to cook. We were used to real cornbread. It wasn't Jiffy Mix. No, we had real cornbread. My mama put a big bowl on the table, and she went into the cupboard, and she pulled out the flour and the baking soda and the eggs and yes, the sugar. Yes, sugar. and the Crisco grease. And she pulled all that stuff out. She pulled it all out. And taught us how to put it in the consistency and all that stuff and the milk. And when we ran out of milk, sometimes the milk would spoil in the refrigerator. And we would try and throw it out, but my father would say, don't throw that milk out. But Daddy, it's heavy. This milk is heavy because it's spoiled. It's got a big gulp of oil in the bottom of. Don't throw that out. Put that in the bowl, son. That's buttermilk. We're gonna die. Put it in the bowl. And I remember putting that spoiled milk in the bowl and turning it and putting it in the oven. 450, 400? I don't remember. Y'all, I'm all Jiffy mixed eyes, okay? I've been converted to Jiffy. You put it in there and you wait patiently. Don't open the oven. Just wait patiently. Ding! And you pull it out, and I remember cutting in that, thinking, we about to die today, y'all. Father's going to kill us with this spoiled milk. And I remember taking a bite of it, and I said, oh, my God, this is so good. This is so good. What is this? Son, that's buttermilk. That's buttermilk cornbread. We don't throw nothing out. Good morning, Beverly. You know what I'm saying? This is what I came up under. My mother would go into the kitchen, and we didn't see nothing in the kitchen. The cupboard was bare. I know I opened up those cabinets at least 6 times because I was a growing boy and I was hungry. I opened up the cabinets. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. And my mother would say, leave the kitchen, boy. I'm going to make y'all dinner. And we leave the kitchen, go outside and play with our little big wheels. You know, we go up and down the street, and we would roll car tires up and down the street. We were crazy back then. We didn't get sick like y'all get sick today. We walked barefoot outside, and we stumped our feet on rusty nails, and didn't catch that disease that you get from rusty nails. We didn't catch no infections. We drank from the water holes in the backyard. We played in abandoned rusty cars out back in some junkyard. Well, we was gone all day. We picked up rattlesnakes and played with them. Okay, nothing happened to us. We all okay. And then, Walter! I heard that voice 10 miles away. And then I would come home, and then full course, 7-course meal. Where that turkey come from? Huh? How is there a turkey, greens, mashed potatoes, greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes? Where all this come from? And I know the cupboard was bare. I looked in that refrigerator, wasn't nothing in there. Because my mother, she knew how to take nothing and make something out of it. I don't know how she did it. I thought she was a magic Negro. I thought my mama was a magic Negro. I just understand how she did it. That's the girl I went looking for when I left the house. I went looking for her, that girl. So when I thought I found that girl ate at McDonald's every day. That girl made toast and maybe some eggs and wasn't even seasoned. I don't understand. You can't cook? Nah, I can't cook. Wait a minute. I don't understand. How we gonna live together? Huh? How we gonna live in holy matrimony? You can't cook. We just can't. We just can't do this. So I wanted to marry someone like that, and all my brothers did too. So what happened? My brothers and I are most of us became divorced. Our story is public, so I ain't gonna get in trouble for this. But if you look down the line of my brothers from the top to the bottom, Divorce, 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 divorce. Even the daughters. Divorce. How? When we only saw it for 60 years. One beautiful, amazing marriage. How? Well, today we're talking about the aggressiveness of the women today, because look at my thumbnail. We'll talk about the men issues tomorrow, or when I get to it. But today, there is a way to get to a man's heart. But brothers, there's also a way to wait and not get the first bus that comes to town. Don't grab that bus. No. That's the trailway. Get you a Greyhound. That's the trailway. Watch them trailway. You get shot on the trailway. And what do? Our nose was wide open, and we found the first thing that said, I like him. Daddy, I love he. And we heard that, and then we said, well, I'll take what I can get. Delusionment is real. So we took what we could get because that girl showed us that, but our egos were young. Our egos had not matured yet, and we grabbed it. We grabbed it. We said, put a ring on it. And then what happened? All hell broke loose. You can't cook? What? I mean, everything that you make is in a box. even my mama made biscuits from scratch. She took that big rolling pin and she made her own dough with the flour. I mean, you can't. I bought my wife a one of them rolling pins. I gotta be careful because she might be watching. Bought a rolling pin and plenty flour. She can make plenty dough. It was the dough house. All right, do something with that. What do you do with that? Oh no! Oh no! No! God, get me out of this marriage right now. Get me out of this marriage right now. We will not be doing encore. Every taste is encore. That Hungry Man's TV dinners. That's what it turned into, y'all. My poor kids. So I had to go and figure out all of the ingredients that Evelyn taught us. I had to bring that back up. Mama, listen. When you made Daddy that cornbread, it's been a long time. Now, what did you do? Well, I don't remember. There was no Google back then. All we had was an encyclopedia books, and it didn't really teach you how to cook. So you had to buy some cookbooks. But I didn't want to bring no cookbook in the house and intimidate the wife of my youth. I didn't want to do that. I'm in so much trouble because the wrong person going to see this show. And I will be called in the meeting. Crook stick better than no stick. Come on. All right. So there's a lot of men out there still looking for his mom. Y'all, let me get out of here. He's still looking for his mom, and he married to a woman who he can't really do nothing with it other than sex. It's beautiful, but he can't talk to her. They can't have a romantic conversation. They don't go walking. They don't ride their bikes together. They don't go to the beach. They don't go swimming. They don't go bowling. It's 10 o'clock. They don't do none of that stuff. Sex, fantastic. But they don't do nothing else. Why? Because they just not into each other like that. My parents did everything together, and they act like they enjoyed each other more than they enjoyed the world. That's all I saw. How could they be this old, being together this long, and still holding hands up and down the street? In church, holding hands. At the grocery store, holding hands. Who does this in your 60s and 70s? Who does this? I'm like, they like each other. Now, that's not happening. Just not happening. Even if the sex is good, y'all got nothing else in common. So what do? That'll be part 2, y'all. Go to YouTube, my channel, and hit the bell notification. Bing! That means I'm online, y'all. I'm on live. I'm getting ready to say something stupid. You bunkers, I don't know. I can't understand why y'all don't want to be seen on video. I asked you bunkers. I got only 2 videos. I asked y'all if you would do me a favor. Send me a video, 1 minute. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. 1 minute of how much you enjoyed the 8-week Sunday school class. That's all I ask. All I ask. I gave it to y'all free of charge. I had to ask y'all for nothing. Y'all bombarded my email. Where's the test? Where's week 4? Where's week 3? Or what? Can you give me this? And can you give me that? I gave y'all all that for free. I was up all night serving the bunkers. And y'all can't be seen on tape on your phones at least saying, we thank God for this 8-week course. It was amazing. It was horrible. We'll never come back. All right? Can I get something? Huh? Can I get something? Can you please send it to my email? giftedfriends, the number 1 at Gmail. Do not send no money for the class, please. I don't know what to do with that. Don't send no money. It's going to go all through the website. When the website is up, you can pay on the website, and then you're in, and then you can start viewing the class when it's ready. But right now, I need some testimonials. Why aren't the bunkers wanting, you don't want to be seen on video, huh? Huh? Come on, it's 250 of y'all. It's 250. I want the people to see that somebody got something out of it. Come on now. Send me a video testimonial. And for those of y'all who absolutely cannot, just do not want to do it, send me an email of how much you enjoyed the teachings. Will you please? Can you do that for me? All right. Even if you were not part of the 8-week class, I go live almost every night and I do Bible studies. All right. So you don't have to be a part of the 8-week class. It's 1,000 of y'all right now. Send me something, please. For my sake, this website it's gonna take more weeks and more weeks. I'm waiting on y'all. I couldn't complete the classes because I got sick. No, that's fine. You made one class at least. Did it affect you? And you at class every night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. How many times have I been teaching this word of God? How many nights for years have I been teaching the word of God? You don't have to be a part of that class. Send me something. Thank you, Jerome. I appreciate you. Send me something, please. Y'all know I don't ask and beg y'all, but today I'm begging you. Thank you, Ruth. All right? Just go on your phone. It only takes just less than a minute. You can do it this way or this way and send me something so that I can get this website up. All right? Okay, y'all, we do part 2 this week if you like to. That'd be fine. We talk about the men and blah, blah, blah. All right? I thank God for the legacy and the memory of my mother. She's been a blessing to me and my brothers and my father and many other people who are those who always talk about my mom, how wonderful she was. She was one of a kind. Some of your mothers were that way as well. And some of you bunkers are that way right now because the average bunker is in their 50s. And above. All right, so I have seniors who are part of the bunker family. And y'all children love your guts. I look at, who is that? Where is she? Who sent me her daughter just got married at the house. Carol's daughter got married at the house, and it was so beautiful, beautiful. She just was, you could just see the love in the face of the bride and the groom and the mama. Carol was so proud. Those are the stories that I like to see. Love to see that kind of stuff. All right? So I know for a fact, like Dinah is in love with her man. That's all she talk about is that man. She loves that man, the ground he walk on. I have married couples who watch my show. They'll inbox or send me a email and say, me and my husband watch your show every night, and we're learning so much. That is my greatest achievement when I can get married couples to watch the show because they're learning together. You know, it's great. I wish I had that. I really do. I wish I had that. I kind of messed that up. And so I'm trying to do stuff now so that y'all won't mess your stuff up. Stay together, y'all. Please, if you can. By all means, try your best. Stay together. If it's not a dangerous situation, please stay together. Get some counsel. Do whatever you can to rekindle. Please, you don't want to end up like some people who are weeping and gnashing of teeth right now because they messed up something. I got over my hurt from my marriage. I got over it, so I'm good right now. I mean, when I say good, I mean I'm over the hurt. But you best believe there'll be some lonely nights up in this here bunker house. If it wasn't for my daughter being here, but she can't replace the smell and the feel and the hearing a woman in the house, you know, just doing stuff around the house. She can't replace that because that's my daughter. So I'm still human. I'm a man, and I still operate like a man. All right. So yeah, it can get lonely. So I'm saying to you all, if you can, please do whatever you can to stay together. Amen. See, look at that. Rashetta Jackson. Wow, 34 years together. I love that. I absolutely love that. Do what you can, y'all, to stay together. Please don't be a statistic. All right? So I talk a lot about singles, and I can talk a lot about divorce. And so because my shows, I try to be as balanced as I can. And I try to bring up as much practical things as possible, because some of y'all are too spiritual. You spooky spiritual. Everything is spiritual, and you no earthly good. It's not first natural, then spirit. You ain't no earthly good. So you can't satisfy each other because y'all all speaking in tongues. And if you're going to speak in tongues, at least do that together in your bedroom. The bed is undefiled, so let the tongues flow. But outside of that, if that's all y'all doing is praying and fasting, Paul says, don't be fasting all month. He says, get permission. He was alluding to getting permission from your spouse if you're going to fast from sex. He said, do not defraud one another, because then you'll be tempted by the devil. If you say, I can't have sex for a couple of weeks because I'm going before the Lord. The husband have every right to say, no, you're not. That's my body you taking away and going to the scriptures say that married couples are supposed to do things for each other. You're supposed to tend to the things of the world. Single folk are the ones who've got to be praying and fasting and going prostrate, interceding and fasting and all that stuff. But the scriptures say, married folks, y'all need to get busy. That's what Paul said. Don't be going on no fast for 3 weeks. That man is suffering in his flesh. He need to roll over and have praise and worship with his wife. Y'all need to lay hands on each other. And if you had to use anointed oil, use anointed oil. And pour the oil. Anoint the crown of his head. Anoint his feet. All right. Lay hands on him suddenly. And speak in unknown tongues. As the Spirit give utterance. And take care of him and put that Negro to sleep. Put your husband in a headlock and put him to sleep. Jerome said, glory. Put him to sleep, you understand? Make him snore. Denise said, immediately. Make that boy snore. If he's snoring, that means you did a good job, girl. You did a good job. Yes. All right, and then play taps. Y'all need to play taps. Da da da. All right, y'all. I gotta go before I get my license snatched again. I just was responsible for somebody getting pregnant tonight. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves and one another. I see you not tomorrow. I got a meeting tomorrow. Thursday, Theology Thursday. Let's talk about the Bible and calm it down for Mother Bobo. She's in the shower right now. She shut this show off early. She went to take a cold shower. She'll be back Thursday speaking in tongues as the Spirit gave her utterance, okay? I promise y'all I'm going to be saved come Thursday. But tonight, get busy or die trying. Bye-bye.
Well, goodbye. 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 Enjoy yourself. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Bye. Well, goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Hello everybody, this is Alexa, Sirwalterj's wife. Thank you for listening to my man. Tune again tomorrow for the Sirwalterj Jones Show.
Ooh-wee. Look at here.
Cheese.
My grandson's brushing.
Cheese.
So what do he do? He eat it after that?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Good job.
Ooh-wee. Look at here. Look at here.
Brush your teeth. Look, it's spray.
Fellas, does it seem like you can't get a good woman? Ladies, wonder why you can't keep a man? Then read The 4 Women That Men Desire, Volume 1, by Sirwalterj Jones to figure out how to break the cycle. Go to Amazon.com to get your copy today.
Sirwalterj Jones Show. Goodbye.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?